Okay, SGA, Anthony Edwards, they will certainly be the headliners for this series. But Brian Windhorst, since about 2 hours ago, has been asking, okay, when is it time? When is it time? When do we get to unleash talking about Julius Randle? Brian?
Yes, with all due respect, Julius Randle should be in the A block at this point. Because I want to tell you about this last series he played with the Warriors. He averaged 25, 7, and 7. 6'9", point forward, averaging those kind of numbers. Who does that remind you of? How about LeBron James? He's acting like a miniature LeBron James in this postseason.
Wow.
Being a force with his size, being able to be a playmaker, being able to play different roles on offense, different roles on defense, creating all kinds of havoc for what he's able to do with the ball live when he gets in that triple threat position. I mean, this type of player next to Ant is what's taking the Wolves to the next level. The reason that they are here is because of the way they played down the stretch, and the way they played down the stretch was because of how Randle came back from the injury combined with Ant Edwards. That is what has them live as a real championship contender.
I just love when we're on the same page. When, you know, we usually agree, but
don't get used to it.
What it looks like. We usually agree, but what it looks like on the court when you talk about Julius Randle playing similar to LeBron James, it's affecting every area of the floor, right? It's his scoring, his assists, his rebounding. He has been able to do everything. If we go back to the series against Golden State, in Game 3, Minnesota is down. Watch Julius Randle get the ball. He's got the matchup with Draymond Green. He's got the entire paint to operate. And what does he do? Quick decision, straight line drive, immediate attack to the rim. If he can make those quick decisions and play with that aggression against this OKC defense, Minnesota will be better for it. Now, watch Julius Randle here. Grab this rebound. Sometimes in the playoffs, it just comes down to who wants it more. That's that athleticism and power that you were just talking about, Wendy. Now, this is the playmaking. He can initiate the break. He can run the transition offense. And when the Warriors send this double team, everybody rotates. Who do they leave? The furthest player away from the ball. But what does Julius Randle do? He finds the player in Anthony Edwards, makes the play, gets the offensive rebound here, finds him again. For the big-time three that puts them up even bigger and stretches that lead. Those type of plays are huge.
The Wolves shot 65% off of Julius Randle's passes in that Warriors series. It's playmaking Julius Randle that they're going to need, especially against this Thunder team.
A month ago, Julius Randle had a reputation as not being a good player in the playoffs. Now he could argue he's been the best player in the playoffs.
And that conversation that Dave alluded to with Draymond Green, the mutual respect. Draymond does not respect just anybody's play in the postseason. So hearing that, it tells you a whole lot about the way that his peers are viewing him after the way that he's played in these playoffs. Considering we have that in the forecast, we might as well turn to our weatherman to see what is on Wendy's watch. Wendy's forecast, what are you watching here?
Thunderstorms, lots of thunderstorms, especially when we're trying to fly. All right, let's go. One after the other. Let's start with Minnesota. Okay, I said it once before. I'm going to say it again. Mini LeBron. That is the way Julius Randle is playing in this postseason. He is absolutely doing everything you could dream of from a point forward. He can shoot from the outside. He can take it to the basket. He can play with his back to the basket. He can distribute. He can run the floor. He can get the rebound and create. This is exactly the kind of difference-making player that the Timberwolves were dreaming of when they traded Karl Anthony Towns for him. He's been terrific. On the other side tonight, the Thunder. Let's come on right down here to the Tornado Alley. Don't forget about how important their half-court offense is going to be. They are awesome in transition. That is why when they get those turnovers, they will destroy you. So what you have to do against them is make them play half-court basketball. Look, nobody has done great against the Thunder this year. But when teams have had success, it is teams that have been able to slow them down in that half-court. Slow the game down, keep the turnovers under control. All right, let's go up to Indiana, the visiting team, tomorrow at the Garden. Indiana is perfect for their nickname. They want to play fast. They want to go against the grain and the traditions over the decades in the NBA that everything slows down in the playoffs. This is their strategy. It will be their strategy forevermore with this group of players. They think about wearing you down from first quarter to fourth quarter. They think about wearing you down from game 1 to game 7. It worked against the Knicks last year. The Knicks will try to keep it from working against them this year. And how are they going to do that? Well, you know when they went out and got OG Anunoby and they got Mikal Bridges, technically it was to try to beat the Boston Celtics. But guess what? It will be very effective against the Indiana Pacers, too. Yes, we're going to pay a lot of attention to Brunson versus Halliburton. We know that's a key matchup. Yes, Karl Towns versus Miles Turner will be an important matchup. But the way the Pacers have gotten through their first 2 series is dominating on the wings. And OG Anunoby, who wasn't able to play against the Pacers last year due to injury, and Mikal Bridges give the Knicks a chance to really fight back against those big, powerful, strong wings of Indiana.
talk.